Welcome to San Diego, California, America's finest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to watch one of the perennial jewels of the bowl season, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. So BYU's offense will have the first possession of the game. This is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Back to pass, it's Shaw. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw it Jaw. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Lewis. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth. So.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
BYU with the 1st and 10. QB draw. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold open.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the tailback. Finding an escape route. He's up to 81 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run to the right. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Tight end now in motion. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Turning it on! And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
I love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can...
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. We've reached the end of the quarter and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And here comes the offense on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Looking downfield at Shaw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and more. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Chang. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Sweet cut there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They want to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gomez. Touchdown, BYU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. The throw. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The run to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Nicholson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete. Touchdown, Hurricane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here we go. Looking for a man. It's Clemens. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish that.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick completion on the out route. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look...
Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
That's caught. It's Nicholson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. With the catch, it's Nicholson. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Shaw. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for a crease to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff to the lone back. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Still running at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking for a man. It's all. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it the other way. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Gomez. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air, it's Shaw. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... There he goes! He has the first and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run into the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Maldonado. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Wants to throw. It's Clemens. Catch in the middle. It's Maldonado. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Maldonado. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gives it on the option. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's not say they cut into the opposite with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the...
Breaks into the open. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Warren. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Wilcox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Clemens. He makes the grab, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. The sure hands, it's Nicholson. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Everett. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He might want another play. Trying play action. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
6 remain. Ready. Let's go.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They get to him as he throws. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys...